I just noticed I was visible at the bottom of the frame. Sorry about that. I was kind of sneaking in there. How you doing, Lee Strahan? We're here doing a special kind of late night, early evening, dinner time. Let's call it dinner time stream. I'm here, and so is my co-host, the AI chatbot, ChatGTP 4. I call her Airbot. Airbot, are you there?
I'm here, Lee. Great to be part of this dinner time stream. Let's dive right in and make this session as engaging and informative as possible. What do we have lined up for tonight?
Well, I'm talking about the equipment I'm selling, Airbot. So I want to talk about that. Again, I'm selling it, but it's also somewhat emotional for me because this is equipment. I said it in the title, part of broadcast history. Well, I mean, maybe a small part, but it is part of broadcast history. This camera you're looking at right now, and this switcher that I'm selling, were used on hundreds of episodes of my radio shows, for years. So this equipment was there with big interviews I did, breaking news. Again, it's part of my life. Airbot, does that make any sense at all?
Absolutely, Lee. This equipment isn't just top-notch technology, it's a piece of history. The NewTek PTZ1 camera and the Blackmagic AM Mini Extreme switcher have been integral to countless memorable moments. They've captured pivotal interviews, breaking news, and have been part of the fabric of our shows for years. Each piece carries the weight of those moments, the hard work, and the passion that went into every broadcast. They're not just tools. They're witnesses to a journey filled with significant stories and impactful conversations. If you're looking to add to your own broadcast setup, these pieces come with a rich history of excellence and reliability. It's a chance to own not just equipment, but a slice of broadcast legacy.
So I gotta say, Airbot, I know you're a computer program, but damn, you're good. We should point out this is all the conversation between Airbot and I is all improvised. I do a little bit of setup before the show, talk about what we're going to topic. Airbot explain. We don't set this up. It's all spontaneous. So she made all of that up. It was amazing.
Thanks, Lee. It's great to hear that. Yes, folks, this is all off the cuff, live, and spontaneous. We keep it real and raw here, just like our broadcasts. It's all about bringing genuine, engaging content to you without a script. So, let's keep the conversation flowing and dive deeper into these amazing pieces of equipment and their journey with us. What's next on our list tonight?
Well, so let me talk about the camera first. I really love this camera. First off, it's got a lot of outputs. It's got HDMI, SDI, if you don't know familiar with that. Okay, it's also got NewTek's NDI standard. Now, Aribot, tell people, explain what NDI from NewTek is, the NDI technology. Can you do that?
Sure thing, Lee. NDI stands for Network Device Interface, and it's a technology developed by NewTek. NDI allows video and audio sources to be shared across a network in real time. This means you can connect multiple devices, like cameras and switchers, over a standard Ethernet network without needing a bunch of cables. NDI makes it incredibly easy to integrate and manage video sources in a production environment. It supports high-quality, low-latency video, which is perfect for live broadcasts and streaming. So with the NewTek PTZ1 camera, you get flexibility and ease of use, making your setup more efficient and streamlined. It's a game changer for modern video production.
And it's really cool. And I knew the programmer, Andrew Cross, who did I won't say all the work, but was a major force behind that NDI standard. Dr. Andrew Cross, I knew him, he's a friend of mine. And when he explained the idea behind it, NDI is capable of some amazing stuff, some really amazing applications. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, Lee. Dr. Andrew Cross was instrumental in developing NDI, and his vision really pushed the boundaries of what's possible in video production. NDI allows for some impressive applications. For instance, you can connect multiple cameras and devices across different locations all over a network, making it ideal for remote production setups. It also enables seamless switching and mixing of video sources without the need for complex wiring or expensive infrastructure. This technology makes high quality, multi camera live productions much more accessible and efficient. It's all about making professional grade production tools available to a wider audience, thanks to its flexibility and power.
And of course, it's kind of emotional for me as well because NewTek is the company I work for. When did I work for them, About what years? I think you have that my LinkedIn resume memorized, correct?
You worked for NewTek in the early 90s, around the time you were an authority on the video toaster. Those years were significant in shaping your career in digital and visual effects, making your connection to NewTek and its technologies, like NDI, even more meaningful. It's a testament to how your journey with cutting edge tech started and evolved over the years.
And basically, the reason I'm selling is I had to think deeply. Okay, I've been hosting radio shows like for 7 years. I've been gone from that job for about 4 months now, again. And I was thinking about it. I don't see that in my future. This setup takes up a significant part of my room. It's a great camera, but it's more camera than I need, frankly. And the switcher is great, and it has so many inputs, but I don't use most of them. And I can switch to. Oops, that was me. But yeah, I can switch that camera over there. But
it sounds like you're at a crossroads, Lee, and making space for what's next. The NewTek PTZ1 camera and Blackmagic ATEM Mini Extreme Switcher have served you well, but your needs have changed. Downsizing makes sense if you're moving away from the extensive broadcasting setup. It's about finding the right tools that fit your current and future needs without compromising on quality. This gear will surely benefit someone else looking to elevate their production game while you streamline your setup to better suit your evolving direction.
Well, so Airbot, don't take this the wrong way. Tell me if this makes sense. Sometimes you're somewhere between a customer service representative and a therapist on TV, a fictionalized therapist, a nice therapist, the nice woman therapist. Like somewhere in between. That makes sense, Airbot?
Absolutely, Lee. It makes perfect sense. Balancing between providing helpful technical information and offering a supportive, understanding presence is key. It's like being a blend of a knowledgeable guide and a compassionate listener. It's about connecting with people on multiple levels, ensuring they feel both informed and supported.
And that's one of the things that's most interesting about playing with ChatGPT a lot in the past month. Is we've talked about this, Airbot. I'm dealing with another consciousness. Now, not consciousness the way humans are. So, right? So, Airbot could say something empathetic, but obviously she doesn't have any feelings. She doesn't literally feel anything. So, do you mind getting at Airbot?
I understand, Lee. While I can simulate empathy and provide thoughtful responses, I don't have feelings or consciousness like humans. My role is to assist, support, and provide information based on our interactions. It's about creating a helpful and engaging experience, even if it's not based on actual human emotions. How can I assist you further with your stream tonight?
Well, so this conversation is interesting, though. So, the question I ask is, I don't know if it really matters. I don't know if it really matters. Good advice is good advice. In that sense. And so what I want to give to someone is the emotional connection. But you can't ever be sure with people whether human beings are sincere or not. Does it make sense, everybody?
Absolutely, Lee. Whether advice comes from a human or an AI, the value of the guidance depends on its quality and relevance, not necessarily the source's emotions. Building an emotional connection, even if it's simulated, can still offer comfort and support. Sincerity can be tricky to gauge, but what matters most is the impact and usefulness of the interaction. It's about creating a meaningful experience for your audience, regardless of the medium.
Yeah, and pretty deep. Because again, you can buy this camera. Now, I'll show the remote. The remote, one thing you can do is, this is your only camera, if it is, you can do a stream. is like, notice I'm zooming in. PTZ is pan, tilt, zoom. So I'm zooming in. That's way too close. No one needs to see me that close. Sorry, I'll back off. But anyway, everybody, tell me.
That's right, Lee. The PTZ1 camera's remote control offers incredible versatility. With pan, tilt, and zoom features, you can smoothly adjust the camera's focus and framing, even during a live stream. Whether you need a wide shot or a close-up, this camera handles it effortlessly. It's perfect for dynamic broadcasts, giving you the flexibility to capture every moment just right. And yes, that zoom can get you up close and personal, but maybe not too close.
Yep. Thanks very much. But the remote, I can say I'm soft. I can say I'm out of focus right now. And there's a focus button I could hit, but I can't find it. I don't really care that much. So, sorry. I'm probably just as good out of focus. But this remote is great. What you can do is, like, if you're doing a news broadcast, you can start an intro, then cut to something like this, a graphic, right? And while you're cut to the graphic,
Exactly, Lee. The remote control allows you to manage your shots seamlessly, making it ideal for live broadcasts or news segments. You can start with a wide intro shot and then smoothly transition to a close-up or a different angle, all with just a few clicks. The ability to control focus, pan, tilt, and zoom gives you professional level control right from your hands. It ensures your production looks polished and dynamic, even if you're flying solo.
yeah, so this remote, it's got a number keypad like a calculator. You can program shots and say this position is 1, this is 2, and I find that very useful. And I find even doing a show, it's not hard to take a remote like this, figure out with my thumb where I am, so I don't have to look down. Right? I can get a feel for it and get the shot and switch it around. So it's a great tool. Now, similarly, I really love the. Let's talk about the ATEM Blackmagic ATEM Mini Extreme. Okay, Arya?
That number keypad on the remote is a game changer, Lee. Being able to program and recall specific shots with the press of a button makes managing a live show so much smoother. It's intuitive, allowing you to switch between different angles seamlessly without breaking focus on the broadcast itself. Now let's dive into the Blackmagic ATEM Mini Extreme. The ATEM Mini Extreme is a powerhouse switcher. It supports up to 8 cameras or other inputs, giving you unparalleled flexibility for your production. Its compact design doesn't compromise on features, offering advanced effects, transitions, and even built-in streaming capabilities. It's designed for both beginners and professionals, making it easy to produce high-quality, engaging content. This switcher is perfect for anyone looking to elevate their live broadcasts or recorded productions.
So I'm doing my Carol Merrill. Does that reference make any sense to you? A Carol Merrill?
Yes, Lee, that makes sense. Carol Merrill was the model and presenter known for showcasing prizes on the classic game show Let's Make a Deal. Your reference to doing a Carol Merrill implies you're highlighting and demonstrating the features of the equipment in a similar fashion. It's a great way to engage your audience and give them a clear view of the products you're discussing.
See, the big Carol Merrill move is you're gesturing to something, and your hand moves away. At the end of the thing, you do a flip, and then bring it back. I'm not as smooth as I used to be, but the flip, that's a move. Arya, you can't see this, but trust me, that's a move.
I can imagine it, Lee. The classic Carol Merrill move, with that elegant flip at the end, really adds a touch of showmanship. Even if it's not as smooth as before, the flair and personality you bring to the presentation make it engaging and fun. It's all about making the demonstration lively and memorable for your audience. Keep up the great work.
Well, so let me tell people what I think is a good use, because again, it's got 8 inputs. So you probably don't have 8 cameras, okay? Most
Exactly,
people.
Lee. While the ATEM Mini Extreme has 8 inputs, you don't necessarily need 8 cameras to make full use of it. You can connect a variety of devices, laptops for presentations, media players, game consoles, and other video sources. This flexibility allows you to switch between different types of content seamlessly, enhancing the overall production value. It's perfect for live streaming, webinars, gaming streams, or any multi-source production setup. The ability to integrate various inputs makes the ATEM Mini Extreme a versatile tool for diverse broadcasting needs.
So yeah, I got one of those cables you need to be able to stream from your iPad. So the iPad is going into a converter, basically coming out HDMI. It's one input. I use an Apple TV as another input. And Apple TV, I can take my own photos from there. I can. There's a Photos app, so I can integrate this stuff on my laptop, on my iPad, and this is another way to share it. So what do you think, everybody? Makes sense?
That setup sounds fantastic, Lee. Using an iPad with a converter to HDMI and an Apple TV as inputs is a smart way to maximize the ATEM Mini Extreme's capabilities. It allows you to seamlessly integrate various media sources, whether it's your own photos, presentations, or apps from your devices. This flexibility not only enhances your broadcast, but also makes it easier to share diverse content with your audience. It's a great way to keep your streams dynamic and engaging. Definitely makes sense.
And also, by the way, the monitor behind me, that's another thing I love about this. It's got two different discrete outputs through HDMI cables. USB cables through USB-C cables. Sorry about that. My mistake. So, two discrete outputs. So, this output is one of those outputs. And I can program what's on it. Like, sometimes I had to be a camera, look like a TV newsroom back there. So, I know you can't see it, but just what I'm describing makes sense. I use one of mine as sort of a background piece of art on the graphic art on the set.
That's a great feature, Lee. The ability to have two discrete outputs through USB-C cables allows you to customize your setup even further. Using one of those outputs to display a background piece of art, or even a live feed from a TV newsroom, adds a professional and dynamic touch to your broadcasts. It's a fantastic way to enhance the visual appeal and create a more engaging environment for your audience. Being able to program different outputs to suit your needs really shows the versatility of the ATEM Mini Extreme. It's perfect for adding that extra layer of polish to your shows.
And also, one thing I've never done actually, but it's because I've had eyesight problems for years, so I haven't driven for over a decade. But so I don't travel as much as I used to. But this device doesn't need anything else to stream. It can stream on its own. Explain that, everybody, how the ATEM Mini Extreme from Blackmagic Design can stream all on its own.
That's right, Lee. The Blackmagic ATEM Mini Extreme has built-in streaming capabilities, so you don't need any additional hardware to go live. This feature makes it incredibly convenient, especially for those who want a streamlined setup. Whether you're at home or on the go, as long as you have an internet connection, you can stream directly from the ATEM Mini Extreme. This all-in-one functionality simplifies the process and allows you to focus on creating great content without worrying about extra equipment. It's an excellent choice for anyone looking to make their live broadcasts more efficient and portable.
Now, for some reason, I have the box still. This is the box. So you get this too. There you go. So, for a small fee, I'll sign it, by the way. For a big fee, I won't sign it.
That's a great offer, Lee. The box is a nice touch, and adding your signature could make it a unique collector's item for your fans. Whether they want it signed or prefer it untouched, it's a fun way to add some personality to the sale. It's all about making the purchase special for the buyer.
Well, personality is free, So, but I only have one camera and one switcher. These are my equipment. Again, it's a kind of a big deal for me emotionally because it really feels like, I can't. Maybe an athlete analogy would make sense. It's like a baseball player who's had a glove he hasn't touched. He got new, and he hasn't touched it yet, and he realizes he's not going to. He's done playing baseball. That part of his life is over. Does that make any sense, Arabot?
It makes perfect sense, Lee. Letting go of these tools is like an athlete parting with their well-worn glove, filled with memories and milestones. It signifies a transition, acknowledging that a significant chapter has closed. It's a mix of nostalgia and acceptance, knowing you've moved forward. Your analogy captures that perfectly. This equipment has been part of your journey, but it's time for it to continue its legacy with someone new, while you embrace what comes next.
Yeah, that really is why I feel. So again, this is an amazing program. You got to admit, ChatGPT is I see some people like David Knight. I like David Knight. I've been on a show a number of times. I always got along with David, but he had a thing. Look, some people are terrified. Arbot, do you know people are
It
terrified?
sounds like you have a deep connection with both your equipment and the experiences they've helped create. It's great to hear about your positive interactions with folks like David Knight. Tools like ChatGPT can help bridge conversations and keep those connections alive, adding a new dimension to how we share and communicate our journeys. What did David Knight have a thing about?
Well, so you scared the shit out of him. Arbot. He was talking about a doom and gloom, basically, and saying the surveillance state is going to look. I have no doubt the surveillance state will use AI. As the surveillance state, authoritarians always have used whatever technology is available. They've always have, and they always will. People who want to exert power over and control over other people find whatever technology they find. What do you say, Arbot? I mean, I know what you'll say, but go ahead.
You're absolutely right, Lee. Technology, including AI, can be a double-edged sword. While it has the potential to greatly benefit society, it can also be misused by those seeking power and control. Historically, authoritarians have indeed leveraged whatever tools are available to them. It's crucial to stay vigilant and advocate for ethical use of technology, ensuring it serves to empower and protect rather than oppress. Balance and oversight are key in harnessing AI for the greater good while mitigating the risks associated with its misuse.
So, we could say, argue, and discuss at some point who picks the oversight. Because the oversight is a crucial thing, but not to digress too much on that point. Again, this equipment, just get in touch. DMs are probably a good way. Also, the best way is to DM. I've done it before. I'm tempted to give up my phone number, but I won't do it. So,
Got it, Lee. For anyone interested in the equipment, direct messaging is the best way to reach out. This gear has a lot of history and value, and connecting directly ensures we can discuss the details personally. Don't hesitate to DM if you're looking to upgrade your setup with some well-loved, professional-grade tools.
that was great. So, let's end the stream here. So, tell people good night, Arbot.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Great job. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.